This story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of manipulation and the importance of loyalty and commitment in relationships. Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived a young couple, Emily and Jack. They had been dating for 5 years and were deeply in love. Jack was a hard-working man, and Emily was a freelance artist. Tragedy struck when Jack was falsely accused of a crime and sentenced to prison. Emily was devastated, but she stood by Jack, visiting him regularly and maintaining their relationship despite the distance. However, as time passed, Emily's friend, Sarah, began to play a manipulative role in her life. Sarah had always been jealous of Emily's relationship with Jack and saw an opportunity to drive a wedge between them. Sarah started to convince Emily that Jack was gone for good and that she deserved better. She told Emily that she was young and beautiful and shouldn't waste her life waiting for someone who might never come back. Emily, vulnerable and lonely, began to listen to Sarah's words. She started to doubt her love for Jack and wondered if she was foolish to wait for him. Meanwhile, Sarah had her own motives. She had always had a crush on Jack and saw an opportunity to snag him for herself. She began to visit Jack in prison, pretending to be a concerned friend, but actually nurturing a romantic interest in him. As the months passed, Emily's visits to Jack became less frequent, and eventually, she stopped visiting altogether. Jack, heartbroken and confused, didn't understand why Emily had abandoned him. Sarah, sensing her chance, began to woo Jack, playing the role of a caring and supportive friend. Jack, vulnerable and desperate for human connection, eventually fell for Sarah's charms. When Jack was finally vindicated and released from prison, Sarah was waiting for him with open arms. They got married soon after, leaving Emily devastated and heartbroken. Emily realized too late that she had been blinded by Sarah's manipulation and had thrown away the love of her life. She was left to pick up the pieces of her shattered heart, wondering what could have been if she had only stood by Jack during his darkest hour. One day Emily was introduced to a billionaire's son to work within his office, but at the end the billionaire's son fell in love with Emily and they got married after 6 months of courtship. After 1 year of relationship, Jack realized Sarah was deceptive and manipulative. Jack refused to continue the relationship with Sarah. Sarah is now seeking for her friend Emily forgiveness. Do allow anyone deceive you. Be intentional about your relationship because you will bear the consequences alone. Emily is asking, should I forgive her because I am happier and rich now?